Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I hope you guys are having a splendid day. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys something new that I'm going to be incorporating on my channel. So get excited, it's gonna be fun. Before we begin, this top right here is from Zara. Recently purchased it and I love it. Really comfortable. I'll try to have it linked down below. But yeah, for today's video, I wanted to share with you guys a video that I decided to call I said I would keep you posted. So I feel like that is so my line. Like anytime like I unbox something or I make a haul or something, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, this looks really good. Swatches this, then I'll keep you posted. No, I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. And it's like, do I really keep you posted? Most of the time, no. I mean, I really try to, but I think to myself, like, I want to let you guys know, like, hey, this is worth your money, or hey, this is not worth your money, you know? I feel like I do purchase a lot of makeup. I get a decent amount of makeup sent in to me from brands as well, and I definitely want to be a bit more helpful in regards to letting you guys know if something is good, if something is worth your money, or if something is not worth your money. So I'm going to try to incorporate these on my channel, these videos on my channel, maybe. I'm not gonna promise anything because you know me and my promises, but at least once a month, maybe twice a month. So you guys have a little bit of an idea of what I like, what I don't like, what's worth your money, and what is not. I have a bag of goods here and I'm gonna try to keep it short, simple, and concise. I think I'm gonna choose between 10 and 15 items. For today, I think I have maybe 13 or 14. I'll have all of these items linked down below, but these are items that I either recently purchased, I hold, never kept you posted, or these items were, or some of the items were sent to me, and I'll indicate that once I speak about the products. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. Let's get started. First up, I have this beauty right over here from Charlotte Tilbury. I picked this up during the VIB sale. It's the Light Wonder Your Light Dream Skin Foundation. It has SPF 15. I picked mine up in the shade Fair 3. This has been amazing. It's been my every single day like BB cream slash foundation. You can use this as like a BB cream. It gives you, I would say, lightish coverage, or you can use this on bottom of foundation for a luminous foundation effect. It looks seamless on the skin. A little bit goes a long way. It's perfect for a day-to-day basis. It's very light, very airy, very fresh, very luminous. It lasts a pretty long time, and I feel super confident with this. I've been looking for something like this for such a long time, and I'm so happy that I found this one because it's very unique in formula. I haven't tried much like BB creams or light coverage foundations that sit as amazingly as this does on the skin. It's definitely very pricey, but I swear the way it makes me feel, I'm like, just give me a case. Just give me a full case of this, please. So good. I would highly recommend this one. Obsessed. The way I like to use this is on its own with a beauty blender. I will set it in sometimes, but sometimes I won't. Either way, it still works out really well for my skin, and I feel like it does last pretty long. When it fades away evenly. It's beautiful. It just looks so good on the skin, and it feels like nothing. It feels like a feather. Next up, I have this mascara here from Essence. This is the Huda Beauty Vegan Volume Mascara. You guys know I'm obsessed with Essence. Their mascaras in general are fabulous. This right here was sent to me from Essence, and I have to say, super disappointed with this one. The wand on it is kind of awkward, and it's really hard to kind of get a smooth, clean coat with this. It has a little bit of length, but there really isn't much volume with this one. And then in addition to that, this flakes like no other. So definitely pretty disappointed with this one. I did not expect that. I mean, it's super affordable at like $5 or something, but I would say if you're already getting like an affordable mascara, their Lash Princess mascara is the best ever. This right here is one that I would unfortunately skip on. Next, I have this right here from Maybelline. It's one of the Cheek Heat blushes. It's basically like a gel to cream finish. This is in the shade 15 Nude Burn. I picked this up from Target recently, and I was so excited about it because I've been really getting into cream blushes. I mean, I've been loving it for a while now, so I was like, let me give this a go. I really love the Tower 28 cream blush, and a lot of times I find that I'll compare cream blushes to that because the formula of that one is seriously spot on. With this one, I felt like no matter how much I really took, it just kept being like, it just blended away to pretty much nothing. It does have a gel-like finish. I mean, that's what the name states. And I just feel like it doesn't really adhere nicely onto the skin. On its own, definitely not one that I love. Maybe I have to buy a different shade because this right here, even though I'm pretty fair, this right here is still so light and it blends out to nothingness. The way I found it to work okayly for me is if I use it in conjunction with a powder blush. So I'll go in with this as like a little bit of a base, more of like a tacky situation, and then I'll go in with a powder blush. But I feel like with my Tower 28 blush, I can use that on its own or with a powder blush. With this, it's like I'll only use it if I'm using a powder blush. So a little bit of a tedious process with this one. Not one that I really love. I probably would skip out on it. I might check out other shades in their line to see if maybe the deeper shades work out well for me, but so far this one right here was a little bit of a fail. Next, I have this right here from IGK. This is the Mistress Hydrating Hair Balm, and I love this. Lately, you guys have been telling me how you really just love how my hair looks, and I'll tell you guys, it's thanks to this mostly. So a lot of the times, like, the ends of my hair will look very dry and just very, like, you know, just not the cutest. So I'll take a little bit of this. It has like a nice creamy texture, like look to it. Basically, it's like a gel, and it doesn't make your hair like hard or crunchy. It's really nice, very smooth feeling. It smells really amazing too. A little bit goes a long way, and what I'll do is just like put it in the ends of my hair to the most part, and it kind of creates this really nice, like shiny, very healthy effect. You know, I probably need a haircut, but I don't want to get one just yet. This right here kind of saves me from that. Also, I find that it really helps with like frizzies around this part of my head. So I would definitely recommend this if your hair needs a little bit of like a pick-me-up and it needs something like a little bit of something extra. This has been so beautiful, and like now that I started using it so much more, I'm like, I just need you 24/7. So fully obsessed with this. It's sold on Sephora site, the best. And this IGK Mistress Hydrating Balm was, I think, a product that came in maybe Elcie or BoxyCharm, I want to say. Next up, I have this sponge right here. You guys probably already know this, but I really enjoy the Beauty Blender sponge. It's my favorite sponge ever. I haven't found one that is nearly as close to that one, even though it is pretty pricey and all of that. I like other sponges, but that one is my ultimate favorite. This right here is one that I wanted to like start using because I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. This is from, what's that brand called? One second. I gotta check this up. It's like, I have Elcie. Okay, yeah. This is from the Elcie brand. And I have to say, pretty disappointed with this one. Like, just this part is super awkward. I know it kind of looks like a sickle situation too. But this right here is really awkward to kind of get into like the small areas. It's really hard to do that with this. You feel like you're always poking yourself. And then this right here is just so huge, especially when this is wet. It covers up a decent amount of surface space, but it's also really hard to get into small areas, so I can dream about getting it under my eye. And then, like I said, this side right here just doesn't do much. The quality of the sponge is also very like thick feeling, and it doesn't have much give to it. It doesn't have a nice bounce to it, and it's not seamless. I feel like it's very, very hard for my foundation to be blended out with this. So one that I personally wouldn't recommend, and I really don't like. Ooh, and this sponge right here was actually sent to me by Ulta Beauty. I forgot to mention that. Next, I have this little palette here from Huda Beauty. This is the Nude Medium Eyeshadow Palette. So I used this, I want to say last week and the week before exclusively, and I have to say I'm very impressed. In this one, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes and 4 metallics. I'm not a massive fan of the little baby Huda Beauty palettes, but I feel like with her little baby releases, she consistently gets better and better, and this right here is one that I really enjoy. I feel like even though this is a medium nude palette, it can work out for a bunch of different skin tones. In addition to that, a lot of the shades seem similar and they have like a similar vibe, but I still feel like I could get pretty different looks when I use this on the eye. I think this is a beautiful palette to use for a day-to-day basis. Really easy, fast, and simple, but it's also nice if you kind of want to amp things up. I like that we get a deeper kind of like mauve tone brown shade in there, so you can kind of put that in the outer part of the eye or on the lower lash line to deepen things up. But really have been enjoying this so far, and I'm happy with it. It works out beautifully. I usually use just 2 shades to create a fast, quick look, and 1, 2, 3 out the door kind of things. And I did receive this in the Huda Beauty Advent Calendar that I purchased. Next up, I have this eyeliner here from Sephora. It's the Crayon Couture liner in Black Lace 01. So just like a typical black liner, it is not retractable, so a little bit annoying. I purchased this during the VIB sale. I just needed like a good black liner. This is super affordable. I think it's less than $10, and I really love this. It stays put in the waterline, great to tightline with, great to line your upper lash line with as well. Very creamy, comfortable on, and lasts a long time. So I've been really enjoying this. Just, it's such a solid one for how affordable it is. I'm like, wow, very good. I would definitely recommend this. A++ in my book. Next up, I have this MAC lip product here. This is the Power Kiss Liquid Lip Color in Over the Taupe. I've been wearing this a lot lately, so you guys probably saw this on my lips in past videos. But this right here was actually gifted to me by Ulta Beauty, so just to let you guys know. I do love the color. The formula is outstanding and has an amazing like ultimate mousse-like texture to it. It feels so good and just very comfortable on. The staying power also, it has an amazing staying power. The only thing I will say is that the applicator, firstly, here's the color. It's such a stunning mid-tone nude. These also smell amazing. It smells like vanilla, like a lot of their other like products. So again, the only thing I will say is that the applicator has like a little bolly on the top part there, and I would say it's slightly awkward to apply only because it doesn't like line out your lips beautifully. I feel like it can get a little bit messy. With that being said, it still does apply okayly, just not an applicator that I'm used to, I guess. So I really do love everything about this besides for the applicator. I mean, it's okay, but I would prefer maybe like the regular traditional one. I see where they were going with it because I guess they wanted to do something different, but personally for me, I just prefer the regular applicator. I still do use this and I love it. I just wish the applicator was different. Next up, I have this mascara right here from Marc Jacobs. This right here came in the Trend Mood mystery box that I purchased. So it is the Blacker at Lashed mascara, again from Marc Jacobs. Beautiful packaging, super nice, pretty bougie. I really like this one. There are a select few high-end mascaras that I really enjoy and I personally would probably purchase with my own money. I don't do it too often because I feel like there's so many good drugstore mascaras, but this one right here is definitely up there in my like top 5 favorites, I would say. It's basically just a natural bristled one. It's not too big, it's not too small. I find that it's super black. It coats my lashes amazingly. Great if you want to get a natural look with this, but if you kind of want to build up, it builds up beautifully. It doesn't flake, it doesn't irritate my eye. It adds volume, it adds length, it adds every single thing you want a mascara to do. It's so stunning on, and a lot of times when I have this on, I'm always asked like, are you wearing both lashes? And I was like, no, those are just my lashes, and it just feels nice, you know. So I really have been enjoying this a ton. Next, I wanted to speak to you guys about this brow pen right here from ABH. I have mine in the shade medium brown. This is a massive love for me and I cannot live without it. Massive statement, but it's so good. I know that some drugstore brands have these products as well. I haven't tried any yet, but so far I've tried this one and it's really good. I want to see what the drugstore brands have to offer. Okay, so here is what the product looks like. It has like a felt tip to it, and I love using this mainly on natural days. So I'll just brush up my brows and I kind of like flick this through my brows to add a little bit more depth and a little bit more of a feathery vibe. I don't like when my brows are so perfect on a day-to-day basis. I like it when it's more messy and just like free. I also really love using this when I do like the whole 9 yards with my brows. So when I fill them in with a regular brow pencil, it looks nice, but then I'll go in with this as a like extra step. It takes 2 seconds literally, and I just create those like hair like strokes, and it looks even more like put together and real. You know what I'm saying? Little tip though, I would say store it downwards like this, so when you actually go in to use it, you'll actually get a decent amount of ink, I would say, coming out. The first few strokes might be a bit intense, so probably start out at the end of the brows and on the front, because then it can be like, whoa. But then as you kind of work it in, it looks really nice, very natural, and very pretty. So really love this one a ton. Next up, I have these two glosses here by Tower 28, a brand that I absolutely love. I purchased these during the Sephora VIB sale. The deeper shade is in Almond, and then I have this lighter shade in the shade Oat. These are stunning. They feel like silk on the lips. They have a very thin consistency to them, very creamy. I would say somewhat like an oil in a way, maybe. They have great pigmentation as well, not too pigmented, but not pigmented. Great to wear on their own or great to top over any lipstick or lip liner. They also have a nice high shine to them. I love the Declare one so much. I wanted to try out these nice neutral shades that you guys have been recommending to me. And I'm so happy that I picked them up because they're just like an easy go-to, fast, simple, just very silky gloss. It's like a hybrid between a gloss and an oil, and it feels like purified life on the lips. It's so heavenly, like pure deliciousness. So good. And the fact that these are only $14 each, I would say for a high-end brand, like, you know, not bad at all. And then the final thing that I wanted to speak to you guys about was this one right here. This is the One Baby Lawless eyeshadow palette. I use this exclusively, I want to say, for 2 weeks, 2-ish weeks ago. I went on 1 or 2 dates and I used this palette as well. I really love it. Firstly, I love the fact that this is only 25 bucks, so definitely more on the affordable side. We get 6 mattes and then 2 metallics. I like to use these 4 shades for one look, and then I also use these 4 shades for another look. I feel like the top row has more of like a neutral warmness to it, slight warmness, and the bottom row is more mauve toned neutral, slightly leaning more towards the cooler tone side. So you have like the best of both worlds kind of thing. You can throw any of these shades in the crease and then these shades on the lids. I think that it's curated beautifully. It's everything you would pretty much need for a day-to-day look. You can use it for a day-to-day basis, or like I said, I even went on dates and I used this, and I just felt like it gave me everything that I pretty much needed. I'm pretty new to the Lola's formula, and this right here just knocked my socks off my feet kind of thing, because I felt like it really just provided everything that I needed. It just very simple, fast, go to, easy, just amazingness. So really love this. If you guys have been contemplating on it, it's one of my favorites thus far. Okay, so that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of this style of video. Let me know how often you would love to see it. I had a good time with this one. I think I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to reading what you guys have to say, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.